Hey yo, what's going on everybody? It's Tylarious, aka Ty Killington. Yeah, man. Alright, today I have a awesome video for you, okay? I have a complete tutorial and step-by-step guide, all setups included, for the Pacific Standard Heist, okay? The Pacific Standard is the big dog for the OG heists. It will make you the most money, and this week the old school heists are double cash money NRP on the payouts, on the finales, right? So you have the opportunity to make a tremendous amount of money. The host for one of these at 55% cut could make over $2 million. All right, they're a lot of fun. There are some downsides, right? You got to have 4 people for this one. It takes about an hour and a half start to finish to get all the way through. Not that bad though, really, to be honest. It's about the same as the Dre contract. And it's just a lot of fun. It really is, okay? So in this video, I just want to go through all of the setups. There's 5 setups total, but the last one is it's just like 5 minutes long. So it's kind of like 4.5 setups, really. Now, this video is just to help you get through this, get it knocked out, because I know a lot of people haven't even touched the OG heist ever before. So this is not a video for the Elite Challenge or Criminal Mastermind, but there are elements in this video. For example, you see a couple of us wearing the Heavy Heist vests. Those Heavy Heist combat vests will give you double protection or extra protection on your green health, but they do slow you down, similar to the heavy vests in the casino heist, right? You don't have to use them for all of the setups, but I do recommend them, especially if you are a struggling player or if you're going for the Criminal Mastermind and you want to make sure you don't get murked out so you don't lose out on that $10 million bonus. First setup is going to be the post-op vans. You have 2 teams. You have the drivers and the navigators. The navigators are going to be taking photos of the license plates of the post-op vans, and you can find them by using the Trackify app on the navigator's phone. Back in the day, we had the post-op locations memorized. Not anymore. We have to navigate there. You could use the directional pad. You could actually have arrows show up on the screen for your drivers so they know where to go if they don't have a mic or something like that. But once you get behind the post-op van, the navigator will take a photo with their phone, and they'll send that to Lester. Now, from the navigator's point of view, it's very similar to what we have done before, right? As the navigator, you just use a Trackify app. You got the blips that pop up on the screen, and you just use the D-pad to kind of navigate and show your driver where to go, or you can just talk to him as well. All right, and the post-op vans will never be on the interstate. They stay on the service streets. But after you send the 4 photos, there's 4 post-op vans. A 5th will spawn. It always spawns right here, right next to one of these entrances of the mall. And you always know to be there. You can have somebody waiting for you. And then you just gotta take out the driver of the post-op van, and then you take the van back to Darnell Bros location where kind of like your headquarters is. If the driver can't lose the stars, someone that does not have a wanted level can jump in there and they can deliver the vehicle, the post-op van, to the checkpoint. Just make sure that the cops are not in eyesight of that person that jumps inside the post-op van. And there we go. First setup is completed. It is done. All right, next setup is going to be the signals, and on this one we have to go rescue Avi Schwartzman. You can trip skip on some of these. Keep that in mind. Everyone gets in the same vehicle. You could trip skip. However, on this one, I would go past the sea sharks they're trying to tell you to go to and go all the way down instead to this location right here and just make your way down to the beach, and there are some sea sharks down there. And it's way better. Just, trust me. And from this point, you can take out the chopper with your explosive rounds of the sniper rifle, or you can just drive up to the island and take out the chopper to be right there as well. Now, make your way to the island, and once you're there, you're going to have to dispatch some of the enemy NPCs. Yeah, just beach the sea shark, climb on up there, take out these guys. You have another chopper that spawns in. Go ahead and take care of that. Dispatch of that chopper accordingly, right? And again, this is where the Heavy Heist combat vest comes in handy right here. I mean, you don't have to worry about anything. Again, you don't have to have this, but if you do want to go for the Criminal Mastermind or just be a little bit more cautious, you can rock that. But whoever rescues Avi from this little shack that he's been living in, he's going to be attached to you, all right? Now, the game wants to put you in this boat right here. That's fine. You'll have an enemy NPC chopper come up. Make sure you take out that chopper. And there's 2 ways you can complete this. You can either, A, just kind of just follow the route that the game wants you to go, which you just kind of go down the river. You want to take out these cops right here, take out that chopper, and just kind of go up the river and then go to the checkpoint. Or one of your teammates can go to the police station that we use for the casino and pick up that chopper right there and bring that chopper on over to the island or to the beach, and you can take Avi over there. Now, listen, if you have a full squad with you, someone's going to have to stay behind because Avi has to take one of those seats, okay? So keep that in mind. So let's go ahead and lose the cops and then park the chopper right there at the checkpoint by the shed, and you're good to go. And if you take the boat, it's a similar thing. You just kind of lose the cops inside the Alamo Sea right there. If you have your buddy with you on the Sea-Doo, Just make sure they stay close to you so it doesn't spawn too many choppers. Now, just beach the boat and let Avi come with you. Just the person that Avi is with needs to get into a vehicle and go to the checkpoint. And then that's it. You don't have to worry about getting a vehicle for everybody. Just head on that way, and then you're good to go. Mission is over. So yeah, either way you want to go about it. If you're more comfortable with the chopper, go that route. If you just want to kind of get it knocked out, less comfortable, just kind of go through the route that the game provides you. All right, but you do have options. All right, next mission up is the hack, and this one could be a little tricky. All right, you definitely want to try and use an armored Kuruma if you can with this. You don't have to. If you guys got the heavy heist combat vest on, you could just rely on those. But what you want to do is go over to Darnell, pick up the white van, which is your target van, and get everybody else into a Kuruma. You just need to go to where the ganja lab is for the MC business in the city, right here on this location where I'm marking or I'm pinning. Go there, and then everybody that's in the Kuruma will jump back into the target van, the white van right here, and then that will light up or signal the checkpoint over here. Everyone's going to be in that van. So have everybody don't hop out then hop back in before. Everybody get in, and then the check mark will spawn in. You'll be able to, the bad guys will also spawn in as well. And then once the bad guys spawn in, the check marker kicks off. Then go ahead and everybody else get back into the van. You got two separate teams on this one, the transporter and the decoy team. Decoy team gets back into the armored Kuruma. The transporter stays in that van. Kind of stay back. You don't have to really get involved. Don't want to get marked out. Just take out all the bad guys over here, the enemy NPCs. There's a good bit of them, so keep that in mind. Mark out these guys over here. There's a couple of guys up top on the roof, and on the stairwells right there beside you. And then once everyone's marked out, pull the white van up, and then the black van with the red stripe, that's the decoy van. We're taking the server, the actual hacking little server blade out of there, putting it to our van, and then we're going to kind of do a little rope-a-dope here. Right? So make sure that the decoy van leaves first. That's the black van with the red stripe. Everybody else should be in there with their heavy heist combat vest, or you can get into the armored Kuruma and run defense that way. The driver just needs to make sure they have their snacks out. And if you're the transporter in the white van, you just simply drive back to the checkpoint. You're done. You just make sure you leave behind them so the enemies don't chase you, right? So the decoy van, the black van leaves first, white van leaves second, and then the POV for the decoy van with the decoy team, and you're getting shot up. So be careful. Do not shoot back. If you open those back doors, you will get lit up, okay? So keep that in mind. Make sure you have your snacks out regardless. And then you take the van out to the checkpoint and then just blow it up and you're good to go. Make sure no one gets murked out. And that's it. Now we are on the convoy. Personally, one of my favorite heist setups in this whole game in its entirety. It's a lot of fun, right? Again, you can trip skip if you need to. It'll take you right where you want to be. Just make sure everybody else calls in their vehicles, because you're going to want to use your vehicles to create a barrier on this bridge right here for the convoy that comes in. So once your whole team is here at the checkpoint, get your vehicles positioned, and then some enemy choppers will spawn in. Once your team makes it all here, and you want to use your sniper rifles with your explosive rounds, or you don't even need to have explosive rounds for this. Just wait for the choppers to spawn in right here. You'll see this guy pulling up on this little ridge. Once you see him, you can start lighting them up. And you know you're getting hits because the chopper will start to move. It'll start, or just blow up like that. You're good to go. All right, now you're going to wait for the convoy. Take a position. Every single person needs to know who they're going to murk out. You got to murk out the drivers of each vehicle, the front vehicle, which is the Mesa, the brigade driver, which that's your target vehicle. Do not use explosives. That brigade is very sensitive and it can get blown up very easy. Somebody else takes out the driver of the insurgent, and then the fourth person takes out the driver or the 50 cal on the insurgent. Wait for the brigade to be on the bridge so it's trapped right there, and then take out the drivers so they don't ram the brigade and cause it to blow up or go right through your blockade. Murk out the guards. Be careful again not to blow any vehicles up right here because it will damage that brigade. Commandeer the 50 cal. You're going to have some enemies rolling at you. Plus, you're going to have two choppers spawn in. So take out the enemy NPCs that roll up on you in the Mesa. Take them out real quick. Make sure all vehicles are just totally destroyed. Park the truck back off to the side a little bit. And then use your snipers, the 50 cal, to take out two more choppers that are pulling in from the east across the Alamo Sea. And then you'll have a third chopper that spawns in danger close directly in front of you or right behind you behind the bridge. All right, so once you mark out that chopper right here, the third chopper will spawn in. As you see, he spawns it in front of us. Right there he is. He's real close. And these are savages. They will light you up, so make sure you take them down. Now, listen, if you're comfortable, you can just roll all the way through. You can just run and gun this. You can do that. It's definitely doable, but it's a big risk. You can blow up this brigade pretty easily, but you can just run right through it. Again, I want to teach you just, you know, to make this completely foolproof and get it knocked out. Maybe a little bit slower, but it's more efficient, and you kind of learn this as you're going. All right, so mark these guys out as you go down the road. You have a couple of enemy NPCs that are trying to ambush you. You have a couple of roadblocks. Just communicate. Make your way on down to the shed over here where we were at before. Park the brigade inside, and we are good to go. Convoy setup is complete. Now we're pretty much done. We just got to pick up the bikes, and again, that's kind of like it's like a half setup. It didn't take that much time. It's no big deal. All right, so we're gonna pick up the Electros. These bikes have like a Kurz boost on them, and we got to take them from the Lost. So head on over to the Lost Clubhouse over here in the city by the casino. You guys all know where that's at. And I would definitely use an armored Kuruma. It can get a little spicy in here. You don't have to. These are just little extra things to help out, right? Merc these guys out. Stay in the Kuruma. Go ahead. There's a lot of Lost MC members in here. Take these guys out. And as you see right here on the map on your radar, the bikes are highlighted with those blue dots. And just find the bikes, and you'll be out of now. It's important though with the bikes when you're leaving. Try to stick together, and I would skip the first right where the GPS wants you to go and keep on going straight. And one of the bikes is kind of like hidden. It's behind this little garage door right here. There's also some armor back there as well. And again, the heavy heist vest, that definitely helps out with this because you'll get a lot of static. So go ahead and leave together. You don't want to string this out because if you guys crash or if you fall, you want to be able to cover your teammates. So go on down. It's pretty much a straight shot. Go through here. Kind of cut to the left a little bit, and as you see, we have a little bit of an issue. No big deal, we handled it, but it can get a little sticky right here. If I didn't have my heavy heist vest on, I would have got murked out for sure. So we had a couple of members crash up right here. Just cover them, help them find their bike, murk out any enemy NPCs that pop up, and there will be a good amount of them. I mean, they swarm. Go ahead and roll on out. I'm getting lit up right here though. Lit up. The heavy heist vest definitely helped out. You can boost your way out of there. And be careful towards the end. Take the right before what the GPS tells you to go. If not, you'll have to double back around. I don't know why it does that. But take this right here, right where I'm at. And then a left right here. Then you'll just park the bike. And bam, we are on the finale. We are ready to go. Now with the finale, again, I go the old school way. I run the gauntlet. I take the money down the alley. I take the bikes. I think it's more fun that way. And again, it's kind of how the game wants you to go. So if you're kind of just learning this, it's a good way to learn. And it's definitely much more intense, all right? So cuts are 55-15. The teammates, the people that are helping the host, they get paid for the setups. But the host does not. So keep that in mind. So just keep the cuts the way they are. And then get ready to go. Roll on out. We're just gonna go head up to the bank. Don't run nobody over. Keep a low profile. You can fail before we even get to the bank, so keep that in mind. Head on up that way, and then once we're in the bank, you have three teams. You have the crowd control, you have the hacker, then you have the demo team. The crowd control, it's two members. All you have to do is just hold an RPG in your hand, and it'll control the crowd. But if that's not working, just use a minigun, shoot the ceiling. The demo person will just use a little flares and cut through the doors right here. Take out the guards at the bottom. The hacker will hack this little, very simple, you know this hack. Everyone knows this. Real simple, real easy. Get that knocked out. And then the demo person has to cut one more door open through inside the gate right here, inside the vault. And then just have one person take the money. Only one person needs to have the money. The less people that have the money, the less people that get shot up, and you actually lose money once you're getting shot by the police on the way out of here. So one person gets the money, and while you're getting money, a couple of guards will spawn in. The crowd team takes care of them, and then on the way out, there may be another guard that spawns, but sometimes he does not. Just keep that in mind. When you're ready to leave, though, you have a little cutscene right here. Cops let you know that you got to fight your way out. No other way. Oh, a little close. Now let the money man get back behind this wall before everybody else busts out. Now you can use some explosives if you want to. Weapons are free once it's clear. I use a formation. 2 people up front. They are they're the ones getting you through, and then the money goes in the middle, and then the third person covers the rear. So 2 up front, they're the point men. Money's in the middle, and the money needs to hide. So I always hide right here in this corner as they take out the enemy cops down there at the bottom of the alley and the chopper that spawns in, and then the rear guard covers the money back here. And then you guys just communicate, watch your radar, watch your map, and move up. Money, you need to stay to the left right here. There'll be a chopper that spawns in. The point man needs to take out that. You can hide over here. You can also take a little right-hand cut on the alley, right in front of this area right here. But again, you can just follow the yellow brick road if you need to. Cut to this side right here. There'll be a cop car that spawns in on the right. Watch out for that. Make sure you're talking to the rear guard. Make sure he's moving up with you. There's a cop car that spawns in right here in the front and in the rear of this alley. That's that cop car that spawns in at the right I was telling you about. Now you got some vests right here. You can pick those up if you need them. And then get on the bike. And this is the most important thing about this if you're taking these bikes. The money has to stay out front. The money, let me repeat that. The money must never slow down. I can't stop. I got the money. I got to go out there. Leave together, but the money stays out front. I can't stop to help anybody else out. My teammates can help me, and they have to help each other if they fall off the bike. And keep this in mind. If you fall off your bike, it will not show up on the radar. You have to watch it as you're falling off or crashing, right? Or somebody can help you find it as well, okay? But the money goes up front, and the reason being is that you get way less issues from the cops if the money's out front. The money falls behind, it's a whole different story. And do your best not to shoot at the cops while you're driving. That aggravates them. It turns up the difficulty. And you may want to have your health and snacks hover up. Now, you could take this little shortcut right here. Now, I recommend that you have one of your teammates take point and mark out that cop so they don't shoot you and you lose money. But go ahead and rendezvous inside the tunnel. Come together. Let somebody take point in front of the money at this point so they can mark out a few more cops. Take it easy on this trail. And then once you get right here at the bridge, have a little rendezvous, a little conversation. Make sure everyone knows what they're doing. You want to drive straight. Look at that little yellow check marker. So you drive straight across the bridge. Go definitely strong right-hand turn. Boost if you want to with the curves boost. Just like this, straight all the way through. Take a nice right-hand turn right there. Boost it. Jump off. Pay attention to where your character is pointing, where he's going. And then correct yourself once your chute opens up. And then head on down to the boat. Do not clip the trees. It will cut your chute and you'll fall to your death. Once you're on the boat, you're good to go. You want to leave that bridge at about 1 minute and 30 seconds. And guys, I know there's alternate ways to complete this, but again, I wanted to show you just the route that is what Rockstar wants you to take. You can learn this. It's a lot of fun. It's challenging. It's a blast. We had a great time, and you can make a tremendous amount of money this week. It's so much fun. I really want you guys to experience the OG heist. These heists, this update changed GTA Online. It's the reason why we have GTA Online right now, for better or for worse, right? And as you see, the host of the Pacific Standard finale can make over $2 million, and the team members that are helping can make about $550,000 plus whatever they make from the setups as well. All right, so there you guys have it. If you got any questions, leave them in the comments down below. If you got any tips or tricks, leave them in the comments down below. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel for the illest reels content in the game. Smash that like button. See you in the next video. All right, peace out. Yeah.